Hello friends, let's look at some important question of CBSE 6th standard science. And the first chapter is food. Where does it come from? And the first question is, do you find that all living beings need the same kind of food? Answer: no. The food requirements of all living organisms vary. On the basis of food requirements, living organisms are grouped into 3 categories. The first one is herbivores. These animals eat only plants or plant products. For examples, cow, elephant, rabbit, horse, etc. Next one is carnivores. These animals eat other animals. For example, lion, tiger, lizard, etc. And the final one is omnivores. These animals eat both plants and animals. For example, dog, cat, crow, etc. Next question is, match the item given in column A with those in column B. And the correct answer is in column A. Milk, curd, paneer and ghee. All are animal products. Next, spinach, cauliflower and carrot. These are vegetables. Next, lions and tigers. Both of them eat other animals. And the final one is herbivores. This category eat plants and plant products. Chapter 2, Components of Food. And the question is, name the major nutrients in our food. Answer: the major nutrients in our food are carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins and minerals. Chapter 3, Fiber to Fabric. And the first question is, classify the following fibers as natural or synthetic. Nylon, wool, cotton, silk, polyester and jute. The answer is fibers that are obtained from nature. That means from plants and animals are called natural fibers, and those made by humans by chemical methods are known as synthetic fibers. Wool and silk are obtained from animals, and cotton and jute are obtained from plants. Hence, they are natural fibers. Nylon and polyester, on the other hand, are prepared artificially and are therefore synthetic fibers. Next question is, cotton and jute are obtained from which part of plants? The answer is cotton fibers are obtained from the fruit of cotton plants. The fruit of a cotton plant is known as cotton balls. Jute fibers are obtained from the stem of jute plants. Chapter 4, Sorting materials into groups. The question is, state whether the statement given below are true or false. First one is, stone is transparent while glass is opaque. The second one is, a notebook has luster while an eraser does not. Third one, chalk dissolves in water. Fourth one, a piece of wood floats on water. And the final one, sugar does not dissolve in water. And the answer is, stone is transparent while glass is opaque. This is false. A notebook has luster while an eraser does not. This is also false. Chalk dissolves in water. False. A piece of wood floats on water. It is true. Sugar does not dissolve in water. False. Chapter 5, Separation of Substances. The first question is, why do we need to separate different components of a mixture? Give 2 examples. And the answer is, different components of a mixture are separated in order to either separate the unrequired components from a mixture or sometimes to separate more than one useful components from a mixture. For example, grain purchased from shops can contain several impurities such as pieces of stone, husk, broken grains, etc. Thus, grain is separated from these impurities to make it edible. Similarly, after preparing tea, we strain it to remove the used tea leaves from tea. Chapter 6, Changes Around Us. The first question is, a drawing sheet changes when you draw a picture on it. Can you reverse this change? Answer. If we draw a picture on a drawing sheet with a pencil, we can get back the original drawing sheet by erasing the drawing with an eraser. In this case, the change can be reversed. However, if we draw with a pen, then the original drawing sheet cannot be obtained back because we cannot erase ink. Hence, in the case, the change cannot be reversed. A bag of cement lying in the open gets wet due to the rain during the night. The next day, the sun shines brightly. Do you think the changes that have occurred in the cement can be reversed? And the answer is, in this case, the changes cannot be reversed. This is because the cement that hardens up after getting wet cannot be obtained back. Chapter 7, Getting to Know Plants. If a plant has leaves with reticulate venation, then what kind of roots does it have? And the answer, plants with reticulate venation in their leaves are likely to have taproots. For example, a carrot or a rose plant has leaves with reticulate venation and its roots are called taproots. Chapter 8, Body Movements. Next question is, answer the following. What is a ball and socket joint? Which of the skull bones are movable? Why can our elbow not move backwards? And the answers. Ball and socket joint is a movable joint. It consists of a bone that has a round head, which fits into a cup-like depression of another bone. This helps the bone to rotate freely. Examples of such joints are hip and shoulder joints. Mandible bone, which forms the lower jaw, is the only skull bone that is movable. Finally, the elbow has a hinge joint. This type of joint allows the movement in one plane only. Therefore, our elbow cannot move backwards. Chapter 9: The living organisms and their surroundings. First question is, what is a habitat? Answer: a habitat is a natural environment where an organism lives. It is basically the address of an organism. Different plants and animals live in different habitats. For example, the habitat of a frog species is freshwater, while the habitat of a camel is a desert. Chapter 10: Motion and Measurement of Distances. First question is, list the common characteristics of living things. And the answer is, some common characteristics of living things are that they require food, respire and excrete waste material, respond to stimuli in their environment. Next question. Give 2 examples of periodic motion. Answer. Examples of periodic motion is motion of a pendulum. The bob of a pendulum repeats itself at a certain time period. This motion is called periodic motion. Motion of a boy sitting on a swing. The motion of a swing repeats itself at a certain time period. Hence, a boy sitting on a swing has periodic motion. Chapter 11: Light, Shadows and Reflection. Question is, in a completely dark room, if you hold up a mirror in front of you, will you see your reflection in the mirror? Answer. An image is formed due to reflection of light by a plane mirror. In a completely dark room, there is no light present in the room. Thus, no reflection of light takes place by the mirror placed in the room. Hence, no image will get formed by a mirror in a completely dark room. Chapter 12: Electricity and Circuits. Explain why the bulb would not glow in the arrangement shown in the given figure. And the answer is, an electric current cannot pass through objects such as plastic scales, tester holders, etc. because these objects are bad conductors of electricity. From the given figure, it can be observed that one terminal of the bulb is connected to tester holder. A current will not flow through the circuit, hence the bulb would not glow. Chapter 13: Fun with Magnets. First question is, where are the poles of a bar magnet located? Answer. At both ends. The north pole and the south pole of a bar magnet are located at its 2 ends, as shown in the given figure. Next question is, it was observed that a pencil sharpener gets attracted by both the poles of a magnet, although its body is made of plastic. Name a material that might have been used to make some part of it. And the answer is, The blade of a pencil sharpener is made of iron. Iron is a magnetic material. Since magnets can attract objects made of magnetic materials, a pencil sharpener gets attracted towards both poles of a magnet. Chapter 14, Water. And the first question is, take out a cold bottle of water from the refrigerator and keep it on the table. After some time, you will notice a puddle of water around it. Why? This is because water vapor near the cold bottle collides with it, becomes cool and condenses into water droplets. These water droplets collect and form a puddle of water around the bottle. Vapors. Chapter 15, Air Around Us. And the first question is, how will you prove that air supports burning? Answer is, take a candle, place it in a tub, light the candle and also fill the tub with some water. Cover the candle with an inverted glass. You will find that the candle blows out after burning for some time, and the water level inside the inverted glass rises up to some extent. The component oxygen of air inside the glass is used. The component oxygen of air inside the glass is used up in burning. Therefore, water occupies that space. This shows that air supports burning. Chapter 16, Garbage in, Garbage out. Question: which kind of garbage is not converted into compost by redworms? The garbage which contain pieces of cloths, broken glass, aluminium wrappers, polythene bags, nails, broken toys, and old shoes cannot be converted into compost by redworms. Have you seen any other organisms besides redworms in your pit? If yes, try to find out their names. A pit might contain other soil microbes such as bacteria, other species of earthworms such as brandling worms and red wingler worm. Thank you for watching this video.